The beginning opens with parallels of Gustavo's lifeless body on the morgue table, and in another scene Lou's body in a bath, and on a table getting a cleansing. One scene shows Gustavo's heart falling on the floor. The other scene shows what looks like an organ falling on the floor from a bowl. Luz gets a tattoo on her back in memory of Gustavo as he had her on his chest. The bullet pierced through his heart, and the heart of the woman on the tattoo, both in alignment. The opening scene was done really well. Very poetic. Kayla comes into her apartment to find Bobby Trey blasting music. He shows her the video that he found. Bobby Trey wasn't having it. Kayla said that isn't her, and Bobby Trey says if he finds out it is, he is going to cut her face off. It is nice to know that the deepfake was supposed to be fake, but they should have had her play it so it wouldn't have been so obviously fake. Kayla meets with Lance Duran to let him know they know what he is really doing with trafficking children. He pretty much denies it without denying it. He gives Alex smug, inappropriate and racist responses, suggesting that he will not call Alex detective and that Alex can call him sir. Alex lets Lance know he will save his life first, but then will take him down, and he ended the statement with sir. Why did he call that man sir? No matter the context. Alex and the crew were able to find Lou's mother because she sued Lance Duran shortly before she died. That led them to the aunt, which led them to Lou's. John and his partner find out that there was another person there at the time of the shooting that involved his mother. The person had been shot, which means they know who did it, or at the very least more information. We get very little bits and pieces of this story every episode. I'm sure in the next episode they will find the person who has the bullet in them. I love Bobby Trey scenes. I find myself waiting for them. Bobby Trey calls Kayla after he finds out that the place he got the video from had been raided. He is upset and thinks she has something to do with it. After he puts pressure on her, she gives him the name of a FBI tech who owes her a favor that can figure out who the person is in the deepfake video. Alex and Kayla knock on Lou's door, and she denies everything and closes the door on them. Alex slips his card through a broken door. Alex and Kayla are together when he gets a call from Lou's saying she is ready to meet. I'm sick of Kayla. Just a side note. Lou's aunt and her partner, Donnie, tell her she should not meet with him. We finally find out what happens to Donnie after he takes Lou's to where he got burned. Donnie tells the story of how a plant was basically poisoning them through water and chemicals. He got so filled with rage that he went to set fire to the plant. He heard screams and tried to break in to help, burning his hands. When he got inside, he saw lifeless bodies of children who were working in the plant. Of course, he didn't know the children were in there. Now having to live with the hurt and pain that he caused due to rage and trying to do what he thought was a good noble deed. He tells Luz that if she works with Alex, the children's deaths and Gustavo's death would have been for nothing. Alex meets with Luz, with Kayla listening in. Alex turns off the mic to relate and reason with Luz. He tells her that his wife died and it filled him with rage and that caused pain to others, probably referencing Elle. Luz seems sympathetic and willing to work with him. She tells him she needs 24 hours. Alex goes upstairs to talk to Kayla. Kayla gets jealous of Alex and how good he is at his job, fearing that he would get all the credit for solving the case as he did previously. Kayla tells Alex that he is wrong about Luz and basically that her tears were fake. Kayla mirrors Luz in a sense. She tells him to keep his hands in his pockets, basically saying that he should watch his back with her. Kayla meets with her boss. The FBI tech told on Kayla, and her boss is upset that he is now involved and that there is now a paper trail involving them. He says if he has to choose between saving himself or her, he would choose himself. He told Kayla that the only thing she could not do is use FBI resources, which she did by contacting the tech. After he tells her she has to turn in her badge. She threatens him with blackmail, showing him paperwork that he was leaking information, and framed the man who was in his current job position before him so he could take his job. The man he framed went on to commit suicide. Kayla showing how similar she and Luz are, and how Alex might not know her as well as he thinks. Elle buys Alex's daughter, Janny, a planner. Previously in the episode, Janny forgot a ribbon she needed for her team, which is what led Elle to buying her a planner. Janny finds out about Trevor, Elle's boyfriend, because of Elle's planner. Janny gets upset because she wants her to be with her dad. Side note, when I look up the actor who is playing Trevor, it says he is playing somebody named Francisco. Do they just have the name wrong, or does he have multiple names like Gustavo and Luz? Is he Kayla's boss's boss?
Kayla meets with the FBI tech. They find out the deepfake video is of Felicia. I don't know who Felicia is. Is she the lady who shot herself on video call, or is she someone in the first season, or is she someone who we don't know yet? I couldn't tell. Anyway, by Felicia.
Luz meets with a judge's son. He happens to be the son of the judge who let off all of the powerful men she is after for child labor, human trafficking, and the death of her mother. She reveals that he is the one now working for Lance Durand. His mother passed away and left him with the cheat code and the resources that he now uses himself. I don't know how she knew that picture of all the bad people was inside another picture on the wall. I didn't get a good look at the photo because there were so many people in it. I feel like there is someone in it that we don't suspect yet. I saw Lance Durand and his bodyguard, though. They didn't show this, but I'm under the assumption that she unalived the judge's son. Alex drives to meet Luz. He tells Kayla that he is on his way to meet Luz, and while he's talking to her, he gets hit by a car. Meanwhile, Luz is meeting with the judge's son. Alex is upside down in the car and dazed. Donnie gets out and tries to kill Alex, but Bobby Trey comes in and saves the day, shooting Donnie in the arm before he gets away. Bobby Trey runs away, but let it be known that Kayla sent him, which is most likely going to lead Alex to question why Bobby Trey is working with Kayla. If this was just about getting justice on these powerful people, then why kill Alex? He is not the only one who knows about Luz or has the information, so in theory killing him does nothing. Proving Kayla was right about Luz, unless we find out later that Donnie acted alone. Bobby Trey played a big part in today's episode. So overall, an okay episode. Episode 4 has been the best episode so far. I feel like this episode was mainly about giving us a lot of missing information, which is needed.